Okay, let's get right into it. So let's discuss the first tool that I would recommend for academia. That is PyCharm. I'm surprised how many people do not use PyCharm. They maybe use Atom or they maybe use Visual Studio Code. But PyCharm for me is a really great tool. It is from JetBrains. It looks like this. You can go to File, Settings, configure things however you prefer, change the interpreter you use. You can use a virtual environment, debug. You can do things similar as other IDEs. A lot of people use PyCharm. Is my recommendation. If you're using it, great for you. If you are not, give it a try. The second tool I will recommend is Jupyter Notebook. If you're an intermediate developer, probably you already use it. Otherwise, if this is new for you, you definitely need to have a look at this. I will leave some links about it, but basically what you do is if you want to install it, you do pip install notebook, run that, or if you already have it, use the Jupyter Notebook and it will run. Now, after it runs, this is the environment you get. And if you open a new notebook will be like this. And you have all these cells for putting all the code that you need on Python. Now, if a notebook which has a lot of information would look something like this. Let me just continue without kernel for now. So it's full of information, full of graphs, and already everything has run. And it's good for me to, if someone gives me this notebook, it's great for me to understand what they've been doing step by step. Everything is well explained, and this is much better than only getting the code without seeing what happens when you run the code. With this, I can see what is the outcome of running the code in each cell of this notebook. And that's the thing about it. Now, this is text, and this is just a level 2 heading in there. And if we move down, this is just some code that we have down there, and this is some cells. Now, if we would want to run this notebook, we will have to run it from the top, and you can import. We will have to we'll start importing what we need, and then we will do a step by step. It is important, I think, if you in a notebook like this, it would be important to have some requirements txt files to install all the packages that you need for it. But basically, that's Jupyter Notebooks. It's great for documenting projects more than just running algorithms, running automated code in Python. Instead of that, I think you would prefer, if you want to automate your projects, you definitely want to try some notebooks. Particularly in academia, where you have to exchange a lot of information, notebooks can be very helpful. The third and last tool I want to talk about is Google Cloud Platform. Particularly the AI platform that they have. They have an artificial intelligence platform, which is, it has a lot of function. It has, you can create some data sets, label those data sets, and you can create different models for different things, natural language processing, computer vision. So if you click on Google Platform and you scroll down, if you click on navigation menu and you scroll down to artificial intelligence, you have different options here. If you want to do computer vision, I recommend going to this vision tab here. And when you click there, what you get is something called AutoML Vision API. Now, there's a very good tutorial. I will leave the link to it for the AutoML Vision API. So that's something I really like about Google, how well documented things are. So particularly for now, for 2021, this AutoML Vision API and this AI platform is very well documented. And in the AutoML Vision API, for example, it allows you different things such as single label classification, multi-label classification, or even object detection. I think it's fairly easy to follow up, and they have very good tutorials. So the documentation is so well that there's no need for me to dive into it. So definitely, if something to have a look at, very important, is the pricing. It can be quite expensive, especially if you have a lot of training to do. So consider the pricing before you jump into it. However, I think in 2021 is definitely something to have a look at if you want to do some computer vision and you want mainly automate things, so you don't have to run the code manually on your own every day. I think this is something to have a look at. So that's it. Let's leave it there. See you in the next one. I hope this video was useful.